I can, oh my God. I am so excited for this day because this session is literally going to change your life. And when I say literally, I really mean it. You're in it for the greatest treat. Like, it is going to be incredible. And I can already feel so much abundance. I can feel the energy. I can feel the vibration. So we are starting to connect on this beautiful frequency of abundance, beautiful frequency of overflow, of ease, of abundance, of ease, right? And one thing I would love for you to do is to just allow yourself to receive all that is coming your way, receive all the beautiful things, receive all the transformation, everything that you're receiving. Because in this session, I'm not going to give you 5 steps or 4 steps. What I'm really going to give you is you. I'm going to give you back, because there is a you who you have lost along the way. That you have been lost. And all the answers that you're really seeking is you're seeking to find you. And when you find who you really are, you receive hell lot of money. Because at the end of the day, money is an extension of who you really are. Money is an extension of your truest, your most divine self. So what you're really looking for is you, and I want to help you return you back. How does that sound? Because this is so exciting. You are the missing piece of the puzzle. You are everything. It's all about you. Everything is an extension of who you really are. So let's find you, because when we find you, money will come in the greatest quantities and you'll be shocked. Yes, I love that. Yes, Ellie, it's an extension of who you are. So what we're going to do is we're going to peel off the layers of you. We are going to really go deep with it, and you will get to see you at a whole new level. And as we start to peel off the layers, you will realize that, oh my God, all the answers were always within me. All the answers, everything that I ever needed, everything that I ever wanted was right inside me all this time. So let's access it, because you know everything. You are all knowing, you're all powerful. You are an absolute magic. And I want to help you find that magic all over again. I want to help you find that frequency, that spark that just turns your soul into fire. That's like, oh my God, I'm feeling this. I'm seeing me. Because when you do that, money comes in huge quantities. So before I do that, one thing I would really recommend is allow yourself to really go there. Allow yourself to really think and see, and allow yourself to really absorb this information and see where it's connecting for you. Because when I talk to, it feels like I'm talking to a lot of people, but you know what? I'm just talking to you. I'm talking to you right now. And you will feel it when you connect on that frequency, because this is a frequency. It's a beautiful frequency of awareness. So it's 10 o'clock at night. I am driving really fast. I'm driving down. I'm so panicked. I'm like, oh my God, what's going to happen with my life? I'm so lost. I'm so stuck. And I'm just driving down so far. And in this beautiful area with trees on both the sides, it's all green. It's such a beautiful place with huge mansions like a size of Buckingham Palace. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, this is where I am living. I see me living right now. This is where I am. But how is it going to happen? How? I feel so stuck. Okay. Yes, we'll post the replay on Facebook as well. Absolutely. So I feel so stuck. I don't know what to do. Like, I would love to have the money. I've been visualizing. Who can relate to that? I've been visualizing. I've been writing my affirmations. I've been controlling my thoughts like anything. I've been doing those things, but somehow something is missing. What is that? Oh, so somebody told me you should work really hard, because law of attraction also have action. So you know what? I've tried 8 strategies, and it's the 8th one, and everything is falling apart. Like, I have sleepless nights. I'm trying so hard. I'm so irritable. I'm working so hard. I know that it's meant for me. Like I know it's like it's mine. I know it's mine, but somehow it's not coming. I don't know what's going on. Can you relate to that? It's like, what am I missing? Like, show me the how. Like, show me the way. Like, what is this piece? Like, I see it, but it's just something is missing. And that day, it was full moon, and I still remember like being able to like see. It's like the moon is talking to me and saying, "You're okay. You're okay. Your prayer has been answered. You're okay. You're fine. Something magical is gonna happen." And moon is talking to him. I could see that big ball white. Even when I would turn through these streets with huge mansions, and I could see the driveways are so big that I can't even see the house. I could only see the driveway. Like the driveway is that big. I'm like, I know I live there. I know this is me. I know I can tell you that, but what is going on? And that's when something shifted within me. And what I'm gonna share with you today, that has helped me manifest, turn my annual income into monthly income, literally. What I used to earn in a month, I have received in a year, I've received in a month. And not only that, I still remember that day so clearly when I received the same amount of money, what I earned in my corporate job in a month, I received the same amount. And then another day came when I received double of that. And I was like, this is crazy. Like when money starts to flow in, you'll be shocked. Like, is it like, it's like you're playing a numbers game. It's like numbers just flow in. It's unreal. It's crazy. It doesn't even make sense. What's going on? And you start to like, wow, the things I used to imagine, they were not a lie. I wasn't told a lie. But there is little thing in the puzzle that you're missing right now. And this information I have gathered, after attending at least thousands of trainings, if not more, taking hundreds of courses on money and watching webinars, reading hundreds of books. But what I found was that everywhere there was something missing, like the dots were not connecting completely until like, because I want to know something like 2 plus 2 equal 4. Show me the way, show me exactly. Please show me exactly. Don't try to create a riddle for me, which I'm trying to figure out. Show me 2 plus 2 equal 4. Show me the way. So nobody could show me that way. Oh my God. I love it, Ari. I love it. So grateful to have you in my world. So show me the way, but in a way that I can really get it. So I want to connect the dots for you like 2 plus 2 equal 4. Literally that. So what I'm going to say after now, after this sentence, you want to write it down. You want to really grasp it, because this is everything. I'm sharing with you my lifetime's learning. Like this is so precious. Okay, and it has taken me so many hours and hours and hours of work to really gather it. But this is the crux. I want to just cut the chase and go at the deal. What is the deal? What is the real deal? So when you look at other people talking about money, right? Like other coaches, other trainings, other books, there's so many conversations about abundance. There's so much conversation about success, fulfillment, alignment, feeling happy, feeling aligned. But you know what? All of those things miss the most important piece, which is money. Money. Saying money and really like using this rightly and like understanding what it takes to be rich. Rich. Even when I say this rich, do you feel this thing in your body? Like, I want to be abundant. But what is the difference between being abundant and rich? Because there is something about this word rich, being rich. There is something like, no, no, abundance sounds good. Why? Why abundance sound better? Rich. When I say rich, money, what happens? It's about money. Let's talk money. I want to talk money. So one of my clients helped me with this. He said to me that, Anam, you really talk about money. Like you really touch this topic and you really go there. Because a lot of people who are not comfortable to talk about money, not talk about being rich, you know what? They haven't got it themselves. So when they talk about fulfillment, abundance, alignment, all those things, why not talk about being rich? So that's what I'm saying. Let's talk money. Let's talk the deal. Let's talk the real deal here. And what you want to understand is that right now you have a money temperature. You have a money temperature. What? I'm not a doctor. I'm not checking your temperature, but you have a money temperature. I promise you. You all have a money temperature right now. That is an exact amount of money to the finest cent, finest number that you are programmed to attract every single month. Every single month, it's reflected in your bank account. It's an exact number. That's your money temperature. Okay? Your money temperature is an exact number that you attract every single month. If you attract more money than your money temperature, you manifest an expense. Car broke down. You have to pay for the school. Something happens. There is a trip coming. There is something happening. Money goes. It's like a glass. If I take the example of this cup, I was just having my coffee. So if I'm drinking this coffee, right? If I pour more water or coffee than its capacity, what's going to happen? It's going to fall. It's going to drip. So it doesn't mean that the water is less or coffee is less. It means it has a capacity. It has a capacity to the finest number. And that is its money temperature. It's coffee temperature. So you have a money temperature. It has a capacity. You have a capacity. You have a capacity to save money. Some people's capacity temperature is they spend it all. They spend it all. And at the end of the month, I spend it all, it's zero. Let's start again. Some people's money capacity is temperature is dead. Like I spend more than what I attract. Some people's money temperature is I spend, but some 20% is my savings. That's what I save. What is it? It's your temperature. It's your habitual behavior. It's your habit. Because you know what? You're programmed. You are programmed 98%. You're programmed. Like a laptop, you cannot expect a laptop of certain model to work like a certain model, right? You cannot expect iPhone 5 to work like iPhone 15 or 14, I don't know, whatever the latest one is, right? It's supposed to work where it's programmed, and you are programmed. And your money temperature is programmed into you. Like when we get up, what is the first thing we do without even thinking? Like we meditate, or we go and brush our teeth, we change our clothes, we do specific things, cook up breakfast, all those things. That's a program running. So the moment you wake up, you're an autopilot program. You don't say, okay, let me think about how do I brush my teeth. You're like, probably you're thinking about something else, what happened yesterday or tomorrow or whatever. So everything you're running is on an autopilot program. And like you are programmed to change your clothes, tie your shoelaces, all those things, you are programmed to attract certain amount of money. That's your habit. It's your habitual behavior. That's programmed into you. And that is your money temperature. Now I want to take it one level deeper. What happens is that you are vibrating. So there is a universal law, and law of attraction is a secondary law to that law. The law is law of vibration. Everything in this universe, every single thing you can think of is vibrating. This glass is vibrating, the table is vibrating, laptop is vibrating, you are vibrating. Everything is vibrating. They vibrate so fast that they appear to be still, but they're vibrating. So you are vibrating at a certain level when it comes to money. And that is your attraction point when it comes to money. That's your money temperature. So from the quantum, you are programmed to attract based on vibration, because what you vibrate, whatever your frequency. So let's say you are vibrating at X amount of frequency, you are attracting from the quantum X amount, because your frequency and that frequency is together, right? So if I give you another example, how mobile phones work? You know, when you call somebody on their phone, they pick their phone up and you talk to them. You know what you dial? You dial their frequency, because that mobile phone is vibrating. It has a frequency. You dial that frequency and you talk to that person. So you dial their frequency. When you dial the frequency, you talk to them, you connect with them, because you dial their frequency. Radio works the same way. You dial FM frequency, you listen to FM. You dial AM frequency, you listen to AM. You cannot say, oh, I dial FM, but I want to listen to AM. Doesn't work. You dial that frequency. When you're turning that dial, that you're dialing literally the frequency. So the amount of money you desire, the amount of money your neighbor desire, the amount of money your neighbors desire, every amount of money is available because it's on a frequency. It's in a vibration. The key is your energetic point, your temperature has to be there. You have to increase your temperature. You have to increase your temperature for money. Otherwise, you will constantly dial that frequency. You know who is the most powerful manifester? TV. Because you know what TV does? So right now where you're sitting, there are all channels playing. All the channels you could think of, they're playing from satellite, right? You can't hear them because you're not on the frequency. What does TV do? TV dials that frequency. TV dial the frequency of that channel. So what starts to happen is that when you tune that channel and say, I want to watch this, TV dials the frequency. Then when you change the channel, TV dials another frequency. So TV is a powerful manifestor because it can tune into the frequency so fast. So what we have to do is we have to vibrate where the money is, where you want, what money you want to receive, because billions are on a frequency, millions are on a frequency, 10,000 is on a frequency, 20,000 on a frequency, every amount of money is on a frequency. And right now you're programmed to attract a certain amount of money based on your current frequency. Yes, exactly. So yeah, Ellen, I saw your message, personal message. That's what this session is about, how to change your money frequency. That's what I'm gonna teach you, right? But first we wanna really get this point. How to change your temperature. In order to change that, you need to understand how it's made up. What dictated your temperature? Okay, so let's take an example. Now, to really bring this point home, let's think, imagine, and I know it could be a bit hard, but imagine it's like December and it's so cold where you are. It's snowing, it's super cold. And somebody, maybe your partner, maybe your children, open the door. And you're like, close the door, it's so cold, I can feel the wind. Please close that door. Why do you guys leave the door open? And now all of a sudden, the cold air comes in and the temperature is going down. You're feeling that cold. You're like, oh, I was in my blanket and look, these guys, they're so careless. And then all of a sudden, you realize that the temperature is getting normal. You shut the door, you sat and started watching your TV or doing whatever you were doing. And now the temperature is coming back. What happened? The thermostat in your house turned the heating system back on, your heating system, and the temperature came back to where you set it. So if you have certain degrees you set it to, it's always that temperature in your house because you set it to that temperature. Similarly, you have set your money temperature, which is at a certain degree. And when you start to attract more money, let's say you're so motivated, you're like, I'm going to start my business. I'm going to do this in my business. I'm going to reach more clients. I'm going to do this. All of a sudden, your thermostat, your money temperature realizes, who opened the door? Why is this person doing more things? Why are they more inspired? Why are they trying to sell more? Why are they trying to do this? How dare them? And all of a sudden, you start to procrastinate. Like, no, I'm scared. No, I will do it tomorrow. No, I'm not feeling well today. Oh, something happened. You know, every time when I want to talk about this, when I want to start that thing, when I want to do this, something happens. You know what is that something? That something? That's your money temperature. That happens. Every time you do this, something happens. Or somebody gets sick, or you start to feel ill, or some guest come, or some other thing happen. And it's like, why is the whole world against me? Like, why? It's not that the whole world is against you, it's your program. And the most interesting part is that you cannot even change your program at a conscious level. So you cannot say, I don't care about this programming. I'm going to go and work really hard and make it happen. I don't care. You do that, the moment that temperature realizes you're outperforming it, it will do anything to stop you. It will tell your nervous system to change your behavior. Have you ever realized you're like, I'm going to wake up at 6 o'clock. I will, no matter what. I will set that alarm and I'll wake up. Nobody can stop me. And then something stops you. Who was that? Who was that? And then you're saying to yourself, okay, I'm just gonna watch one episode on Netflix and then I'm gonna go and start doing this thing. And before you know it, it's 10th episode. Who's doing that? Who is deciding that? It's your temperature. It has to make sure you don't outperform it. Like, it's the thermostat. Or you're saying that I'm going to just go and make that phone call, or I'm going to go with this. I'm going to check that thing, or I'm going to watch that thing. And before you know it, you have scrolled on your phone and it has been 2 hours, or maybe slightly less than 2 hours. Who did that? It's all social media. It's all social media's fault. No, no, no. It's your money temperature. You have to check the temperature. So a lot of times it also happens that people start to get ill because their nervous system is you'll start to feel unwell. You'll start to feel overwhelmed. You start to there'll be something which will stop you. It will come from the outside or inside. It doesn't matter. Its job is to make you do what you're programmed to do. Right? So what we really want to understand is, how do we change this temperature? Because the beauty is, when you change that temperature on autopilot, like right now it's controlling you and somebody else is deciding how long you watch Netflix or how long you scroll, it will decide for you and it will make you do whatever is required. So imagine doing it on autopilot and just knowing that I'm just going there. It's like setting the right address on the GPS and you're just driving and you know you'll get there. You don't even need to know how. So when in the manifestation space, they say, you don't need to know the how. And you're like, but tell me the how. Please tell me. No, 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 you don't need the how. So when you don't need the how, you don't need the how when you increase your temperature, because you are programmed and controlled on autopilot 98% of the time. So that temperature will make you do whatever is required. Whatever is required. Sometimes you will attract people in your life. You will find something and then you'll find a clue and then this will happen and that person will give you that answer. So not only you will do whatever is required, but you will attract from the quantum all the plots, people, plans, circumstances, everything. So in Neville's Goddard's time, who are the students of Neville Goddard, he says it's the bridge of incidents, like the bridge unfolds, like one after the next, after the next, after the next. And you're like, oh my God, I can see that. I can see that. I can see it connecting. So like Bob Proctor used to say, the outer reality will start to formulate on the model of your imagination. And you will see that. You will see that unfolding. You'll not be waiting anymore. You'll be watching. So when you act and attract in alignment, because you cannot just say, I'm going to attract, because by thought, by frequency, the thing you want is brought to you. And by action, you receive it. So if I order a parcel from Amazon and the parcel is at my door, but I don't want to go inside, I don't move. I say, I'm sitting here. It's going to come and fall on my lap. It's not going to fall on your lap. You have to open the door, sign for the parcel. So by action, you receive it. Okay? So you have to act in alignment to receive it. But if you're not on the right frequency, what are you receiving? More of the same. More of the same. More of the same. So that means when we work really hard, let's say you're driving 16 hours because you are a really hard worker, I see you. But when you get there, still the same address. So if I write the wrong address and I drive 16 hours, where will I go? Same address. Because where your program is set is a certain money frequency. And I am not talking about flow and alignment and all this. I'm talking about money. You have an exact money frequency, money temperature. Okay, so what we then want to understand is that how do I change my money temperature so I can attract, because I'm vibrating on that frequency, and I can act without even realizing what I'm doing. So I'm making that phone call, I'm doing that thing, I'm trying that, I'm doing that, and I feel so aligned, so attuned, so natural. It's just coming. I don't even have to think about it. Let me tell you one thing here, which is so important to understand. We have been given the most powerful thing on this planet ever existed, that is our mind. But you know what was missing? There was no manual told us like how do you use it. So you have want to pay a lot of attention what I'm going to tell you, because this will literally blow your mind. And I'm going to talk about your mind anyway. So you have two parts of your mind, conscious and subconscious, right? You must have heard that. Conscious, subconscious. Conscious is what you're conscious of. Like, I'm conscious, I'm teaching right now. You're consciously listening to it. You can hear my words, all those things. That's conscious. Subconscious is where your universal intelligence is, where you have all the knowledge, all the power, everything that there ever was, there ever will be. Everything you know right now, right? So your subconscious also has your program, your mental program. And your subconscious controls you 98%. It's your mental program. That's where your mental program is. So now if I say to you that here is my phone, okay, and I'm going to drop my phone on the floor while I'm talking to you. I'm dropping my phone. It's carpet, so don't worry, I'm not going to smash it, I promise. Okay? I'm dropping it on the floor. And while talking to you, I'm going to pick my phone. So look, I dropped it, and literally while talking to you, I pick my phone. Now I want anybody in this session, we have a lot of people, to answer me, how did I bend my arm? What angles did I bend my muscles? What muscles did I use? How did I bend my back? What were the muscles and the bones and the angles? Can anybody give me an explanation? How did I do all of that? Okay, you can't answer this. Let me ask you another question. That was very simple, though. I picked it in 1 second, guys. That was very simple what I did. How do you drive your car? When you're driving your car, you think, okay, I'm going to press accelerator. So let me just bend my foot 30 degrees to make sure it's at the right angle. Do you do that? Why don't you do that? Do you say, I'm going to turn my wheel literally 20 degrees? If I do that, I'm going to crash into another car. So it has to be 20 degrees. If you do 25, you might crash it. How did you do that? How? Your subconscious. Your subconscious knows everything. So you were driving on autopilot. I just picked my phone on autopilot while I was teaching you. I didn't stop. I didn't say, guy, just hold on. I want to pick my phone. I just did it while I was speaking. So I didn't know what muscles I used. So your subconscious knows all the answers. But who do we ask for the answers? Who do we often ask for the answers? Our conscious. How shall I do it? How? And the conscious, like, I don't know. Then you're like, I'm stuck. I'm so stuck in my life. I feel so sad. I've been trying for so long. But your conscious doesn't know the answer. Who knows the answer? Subconscious. You don't even know how to pick your phone. You don't even know how to drive your car at a conscious level. So why are you asking conscious how to get there? It doesn't know. Who knows? Your subconscious. It controls you 98%. So why don't you just change the address in the subconscious, change the temperature, and let your subconscious guide you, like it guided me how to lift my phone, like it guides my body to circulate my blood and do everything, like I drive, like we do everything else. Why don't we ask subconscious to do it by just changing the temperature? Why do we put so much pressure on the conscious mind? Conscious mind is only there to give the command. I want my phone, pick it up. Okay, subconscious, here you go. I want to drive the car. I want to go to that house. I want to get there as soon as possible. Okay, let's do that. So your subconscious is your slave with universal intelligence. And if it doesn't know the answer, it will attract from the quantum. If it doesn't have the right people, it will attract the right people. If it doesn't know the right book, it will find the right book. If it doesn't know anything, it will attract it if you are on the frequency. How do we get on the frequency? Change your body temperature. Now, here is the other deed which I figured out. And when I figured it out, I was like, So some of you might be able to relate with it. Some of you will be like, I wasn't that bad at them. But I told people, if you'll ask me to visualize one more time, I'll throw up because I'm sick of that. I'm sick of it. Stop telling me to visualize. I can't visualize. I've done it because I would visualize 10 minutes in my meditation. And then after 10 minutes, I was back on autopilot, thinking and doubting and trying so hard and feeling overwhelmed and saying, oh my God, I'm trying to control. I can't. Switching off my thoughts. Can you relate? Can you relate to all that thing that we do? So I said, I'm not visualizing anymore. Sorry. And I'm not saying visualization don't work. They absolutely work. But you want to know this piece, then everything will work. I promise. As I said, one piece is missing. So what happens is that you think, you feel, and you act on autopilot. So when you're saying, I'm going to visualize I'm a millionaire, In meditation, it went so well. You try to like, your mind was going here and there, but you're like, no, let's visualize. The moment you got off, you're like, oh my God. You're looking at your bank account, you're thinking, it's far than millionaire, right? You're like, oh my God. Then you're trying hard, pushing so hard, switching your thought. Why? Because you know what you're doing? You're fighting against a program that controls you 98%. And you're trying to fight it. Best of luck doing that. I did it for 2 years. I know what it's like. Best of luck fighting your old program. Best of luck. Because you can't, it's like trying to open all the doors and windows when your temperature in the house is the set. Just reduce the temperature if you want cold. Just increase the temperature. Why are you fighting the temperature? Because if you try to open the window, thermostat will have to turn the heating back on. And that's what your program does. It has to keep telling your nervous system to make sure you procrastinate, to make sure you doubt, to make sure you oversleep, to make sure you watch 20 shows on Netflix, to make sure you overthink it, to make sure you're so scared, to make sure you attract everything the opposite, to make sure all of that. Imagine how hard this program is working against you, and you're working how hard against it. Can't you guys be friends? Let's be friends. Let's be friends. It's there to support you. So that's what I did. I did a lifetime friendship with my mental program, with my subconscious. I did a friendship. I said, let's be friends again, because we have been working against each other for such a long time, and none of us are going anywhere. The more I feel I'm not going anywhere, the more I tell you I'm not going anywhere, the more I try, and the more you take me nowhere. Let's be friends again. You like that, Laura? I love that. Yes, so good. Let's be friends again. Let's start working together. Let's not work against each other. I thought you were there to support me, but things were going to against me. So that's what you did. We start to become friends, and you start to change your money temperature to what you want. And when you do that, you will, have you heard this term? I'm in flow. I'm in the zone. I just do it. People are like, how do you do it? I just do it. This is who I am. So once you change your temperature, your autopilot program, it's who you become. It's no more about what you do, what you're trying. It's who you become. It's who you are. And you manifest who you are. And you know the most beautiful thing? You don't need to change anything about you. You're like, Anam, you have given us such a big thing. And now you're saying, you don't have to change anything about me? What do you mean? Because you just need to change the way you see you. That's your program. You think you are a certain person, and you act like that person, and you feel like that person, and you talk like that person, and you act in alignment with that person, and that person creates certain results. If you want to change that, you have to change the way you see you. You don't have to change anything about you, because, as I said, you're absolute magic. You are the highest form of creation. Whatever you do, whatever you say, everything is perfectly magic. Everything is so beautiful. You have got perfection within you. All it requires is a different concept of you in your mind, different image of you in your mind, because your subconscious mind needs to know who you really are to help you with that. And when that happens, it's like, what is your strategy to make sure you eat food? The strategy is, I eat when I'm hungry, right? Yes, I love that. I drink water when I'm thirsty, right? Why? Because it's so natural. It's so instinctual. So what you want to do is, once you reprogram your mind, once you change your money temperature, you will do it on autopilot. You will do it. You will do the things. You will attract the things on autopilot. You wouldn't even know how the dots will connect. And you don't need to know it. That's when you say, I don't care about the how, because I've set the destination in my GPS. I sat in the car. I set the destination. I'm driving. I know I'll get there because the destination is there. It's guiding me. So your subconscious is the GPS, which guides you all the time anyway. But for some things, you don't have the right address. That's the problem. And we create more of that, because once you write that address, doesn't matter how long you drive, you'll still get there where the address is. So before I start peeling off the second layer, which is going to be probably mind-blowing, it's going to be so much fun, I want to share with you two biggest things which changed everything for me. So the first thing is, we are told if you're happy, you'll manifest a lot of money. Just be happy. Just be happy. Are all rich people very happy? Are all poor people really sad? So one client of mine, her daughter asked this question. And I was like, wow, your daughter is so smart. She figured it out. I'm so glad. So I really want you to be happy. I really, really want you to be happy, but you don't need to be happy to manifest money. Let's get this really clear. And let me tell you why. Because your money temperature is not made of happiness. When I was doing this work with one of my one-to-one clients, he was like, I didn't know I had such a low temperature and such a low concept of me, but I feel really happy. So what your money temperature is made of, who you are aware of being. What is your identity? How do you identify yourself? Who are you really when it comes to money? But and all of that was really created at a subconscious level when you were a little baby. Because when you were little, your conscious mind wasn't developed. So if you tell a 2-year-old there is a lion underneath the bed, or there's a wolf in our house or something, they would just believe you. They wouldn't say, that doesn't make sense. By the time you were 7-year-old, your conscious mind started to develop and you said, that doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't. No. But when you heard the conversation, money doesn't grow on trees. It's so hard. You saw the fear in your parents' eyes. You saw their fight. You didn't know, like you didn't say, look, there is abundance all around us. What are you talking about? You couldn't say that. You just recorded all those things because our subconscious mind was recording everything. And that made our self-concept, our temperature. It's like, if you're fluent in English or any other language, how did you learn that language? Let's say you meet somebody who's Chinese and you say, oh, Chinese is very difficult. How did you learn it? They say, it's not difficult at all. Why? Because they heard that language since they're born. That's a program. What is a language? It's your mental program. You learned it, or you heard it for so long that it just became so natural to you. So you also learned a money language. Like you learned that cat, some species with 4 legs and these funny whiskers and these eyes and who does meow is called cat. You also learned that money doesn't grow on trees. Same way, exactly the same way. When you ask your mom, oh, what's that thing that's flying in the sky? Like, so what is it? I can hear this tweet. So it's a bird. They also told you that you have to save every penny because money can run out every time, anytime. They also told you that. You literally learn the same way. So the key is, do you remember learning about cat, about dog, about every single word of the language? Do you remember? Do you remember when you learned about tiger and when you learned about cat or table or chair? Maybe some of the memories which were quite with a lot of feeling, you might remember, but most of the language you learn, you don't remember how you learned those words. You just know. Like, I don't remember. Like, there are how many millions of words in a language. I don't remember how each of them I learned. Similarly, you don't remember, because it happened at a subconscious level, how you learned this language of money. But that is controlling your money temperature. So what we want to understand is that in order to change your temperature, you want to really understand what it is. And when I peel off the second layer, you will realize, oh my God, this is what it is. So if you are happy or if you're sad, it doesn't matter. What mattered is what language did you learn? So I can't say if I'm more happy, I can learn Chinese. It has nothing to do with that. It's what do you know? What are you aware of? What did you pick up? What do you believe? What are you conscious of being? It's that simple. It's nothing to do with being happy. Because let's look at this way, okay? Let's say I'm going on the road and I just stepped on the dog poop. Do you expect me to be happy? And if I don't be happy, I'll lose money? Really? So all rich people who step on the dog poop should be so happy, because if they're not happy, they'll be broke. Really? So happiness is just It's a state of mind. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad. And as a human, we are allowed to express all the emotions and feel all the emotions. That comes to the point when you're told to switch off your emotions, right? Switch the thought, just switch it. Just think of something else. How many of you do that? Like when I think lack, I just think of something else. When I start to doubt, I just quickly switch it. Quickly before I attract. 17 seconds, I'll attract something. No, 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 no. No, no, no. But my question to you is still there. The belief is still there. You just became aware of it. And what you did, you killed the awareness. So I just became aware that I feel like I'm not good enough. Instead of changing that belief and really going in and saying, let me change my temperature, or let's just switch it, or let's just ignore it. So imagine you're driving your car and you get this red line. There is a problem with the car. Stop at the station or something, get help. And you're like, oh, I just switch it. I just changed the thought. What's going to happen to your car? It's going to break down because you got the warning. So we are not there to switch our thoughts. We are there to become aware of our thoughts. And see, they are telling you, they are the greatest awareness. They're telling you what needs shifting. So when I'm feeling I'm not good enough, where is it coming from? Because that's not my truth. So we are not supposed to just switch our thoughts like that because they are the greatest awareness. Because even if you switch it, it's still there. The problem is still there. The belief is still there. Otherwise, the thought wouldn't have come at the first place. Now, the other thing which I have put a sticker over that light. Wait, which light is saying? Is it better now? So what the other thing what I really want to talk about is that there is a lot of debate on internet about strategy versus manifestation, right? Some people are like, it's all about the strategy. Just use these 5 steps and it'll be fine. And then some people are like, no, you have to manifest. It's all manifesting. You're manifesting. And it's almost like there are 2 ends of the spectrum and they're fighting with each other constantly. And who wins? Who wins? Which school you want to join? Which school of thought are you the part of? But let me connect the dots for you because it has taken me a long time to really figure this out, and I will really connect with it within a few minutes. Okay, so feeling and thinking is like breathing in. And action is breathing out. Now, there are a few things to note here. There is only certain amount of breathing in that I can do, and then I have to breathe out. Like I cannot hold it for too long. Like I'm like this. So I have to act. I have to breathe out. So action is a reflection of your thinking and your feeling. Action is not different. Action is just a reflection of that. Okay. So if I take a deep breath, my breathe out will be good. If I take a shallow breath, it's like that. So action cannot be different. So you can say, okay, forget this. I'm going to go and take action. I'll forget this law of attraction drama. Like I don't get it. Your action is still a reflection of the temperature. So you'll think based on the temperature, you'll feel based on the temperature, and you'll act on based on the temperature, that energetic point, that money frequency that you're programmed to attract. So action is not different. Action is a reflection of your thinking and your feeling. So it's not what you do, it's your frequency behind the action. Yes, exactly. Exactly like that. Yes, Ellie. So when I'm posting, let's say I'm posting something, I'm creating a post. If I'm posting like nobody's gonna read it, I'm not good enough. Look, I'm never seen, I don't get that much engagement. What is wrong with me? That post has a frequency. It has a frequency. And when you read that post, you'll feel that frequency. You'll have this feeling. So right now I'm talking, right? You can only hear my words 8%, and 92% you're experiencing my feeling, my vibration. You're connecting with my vibration. I'm connecting with your vibration. We are connecting energetically. So it's not what you do. Why is it that the same person uses the same strategy, and for someone it makes millions, and for the other person it's like, I don't understand, what am I doing wrong? Like I've literally copied your email sequence. I've done everything. I've done it word by word. Like I've done it. What is wrong? Right? Exactly. So this is the frequency. When you're talking to somebody, let's say I'm talking to you right now, okay? And let's say you get a phone call and somebody's saying to you, what is wrong with you? And somebody's saying, what is wrong with you? And somebody's saying, what is wrong with you? It's the same sentence. What is wrong with you? What is it? It's the frequency. In one, it's very disrespectful. In one, it's like, this is such a guy's joke. So everything has a frequency behind it. So your action reflects your frequency 92%, and 8% is the word, is the writing, and all those things. So when you're saying, forget this other part and let me just go and breathe out, but you haven't breathed in. No, I just breathe out. I'm just done with this. I just want action. But you have to breathe in and breathe out. And if somebody's saying, I'm just gonna breathe in, you can't help but breathe out, because when you are in the right frequency, you will act. So if I tell you right now that there is, in your neighborhood, there is a house where there is $10 million waiting for you, just go and get it. $10 million. If you believe what I'm saying, if you believe, if you feel you're worthy, all those things, you'll go and get it. But if you don't believe, you'll be like, no, don't try to scam me. That's just a joke. So you will not act if you're not energetically behind it. Or if you're not energetically behind it, your action will reflect it. So you are right now feeling my energy, and that is telling you how I'm feeling, what is my frequency, what's my belief system, what is my identity. That's why according to physics, we have this magnetic field around us. It's called toroidal field. If you want to Google it, it's called toroidal field. And when you meet somebody and you're like, there's something off about this person, but they haven't even spoken. Yeah, but there is something off. It's like, what is it? Because it's their frequency. So why is it that when somebody enters the room, you're like, oh my God, this person is so magnetic. Like, oh my God, they haven't even done anything. What is it? It's their frequency, it's their energy, it's their toroidal field. So the stronger your identity, the stronger you see your confidence, your belief in yourself, your toroidal field will be stronger and people will feel it. So it's not just about action. It's about who you are when you act. And who you are is how you see yourself. So when people saying it's just action, it's a beautiful dance between action and attraction. But once you get the money temperature right, action will take care of itself, because there is only so much I can breathe in. I have to breathe out. Like, I don't know anybody who could just hold their breath for like 1 hour or 2 hours. You have to breathe out. So when you believe, it's like action is like delivering the baby. When you have the child, when you have that belief, your subconscious is the womb of creation. It will make you do that. The baby has to come out. You have to do that, even if you're like, I don't care if I do that. You know, when people say, when I surrendered, everything just fell into place. What did it mean? It means they started to fuse with the belief. They just knew it's going to happen. And then they did whatever was required. They still did it. But they were not consciously aware of that. So now what we want to do is we want to start looking at your money temperature. Okay. And I want to really start to unfold and go in the second layer. So how many of you are business owners here? Toroidal field, Jody, toroidal field, business owners. Okay. So let's start with the business owners. Let's look at your money temperature. Are you ready? Are you ready to blow your mind? Are you ready? Are you really ready? You just make sure you're sitting down, okay? Don't stand up. Okay. So let's look at your sales. Let's talk about sales. Sales is a big thing in business, right? Sales is a second level to check your money temperature. It's like, let's go and look what is this thermostat is made of. Like, let's go and check the make and all those things. So if I say to you today, right now, okay, that your sales have 10x, like 10x, 10 times. So tomorrow when you'll wake up, you will have 10 times more clients, 10 times more. Do the math. Write that number. If you know that number, write that number. If it's a contract, you have contracts. If you have whatever that client you have right now, just write the number. Okay, 10x. If you haven't got it, let's write 10 clients. Okay, let's write 10. Okay, you have just got, and if you have 5 clients, 50. If you have 2 clients, into 10, 20. Okay, so you are 10xing. Now really go there and see that you have got 10 times more clients. Literally, you need to just, they need access to your service, your product, whatever. And tell me how you're feeling. You have to give them access. You have to give them the product. They're asking for it. Okay. How many of you got this? Like, how will I find those people? Where will they come from? How many have got this? Can I keep up? Right. Okay. How many have got this? I'm not that good at sales. How will I sell it? So think of, as you're getting in that energy, think of what your money temperature is telling you now. Okay. And now I'm asking you, you have to get 10x clients in 3 days or in a month. In a month, you have to get, because again, those clients are already here. According to science and religion, nothing is created nor destroyed. Everything is already here. Money is already here. Clients are already here. Everything is already here. You just have to match the frequency, match the temperature. So you have to get those clients within a month because they're already here. You are not waiting for them. They're waiting for you to match the frequency, match the temperature. Anxiety. I'm just working on that frequency. I have no resistance to any. I love that. Anxiety. I would tell you I quit. Can you see that? Like, I tell you I quit. There are 10 people waiting for me. I get better going. I love that. Flat salary as a teacher, although grateful equally. Okay. Not enough. Burden, anxiety. Can you see? So when you're doing that, first of all, you're asking your conscious mind. That's why you're anxious. You're like, how? Conscious, like, I don't know. I don't even know how to lift the mobile. I don't even know how to pick the thing. I don't even know how to drive the car. Your subconscious does all the work. I don't know. But the second thing, what you're doing is, your program is now fighting you. Are telling you all those things. Feeling burden, feeling anxious. I rather quit. This is your money temperature. Can you see your money temperature in action? Can you see the action part? Your money temperature in action. I'll feel burdened. How will I do that? I'm feeling burdened. I don't know how it will work. So if your money temperature was there, you'd be like, yeah, I see that. It's there. Like, I cannot think of anything but that. Like, that is my truth. Who said that is my truth? Nobody. It felt good, but too much responsibility. I'm reading that. Cindy, Vicky, anxious. No, worried how? How will I be able to handle all of them by myself? Are you not stopping it? Can you see? Who is stopping it? Is universe stopping it? God stopping it? Or your money temperature? I'm just showing you it in action. I have no resistance to any of that. I love that. Not enough. Burden, anxiety. I'm just working. Working on that frequency means I'm not there, right? So again, I'm not there to criticize you at all. With lots of love, I just want to help you. Okay, so please, please, please don't think I'm here to. And I just want to show you, because when I teach you how to change it, if you have this awareness, it will change everything for you. That's the only reason I'm doing that. Okay, I love you guys to bits. I'm not trying to be any critical. So please don't ever feel like that. What if you just make flat as a salary as a teacher? Again, this, you're trying to figure out the how. If you were in harmony with the idea, you wouldn't ask me this question. Okay, and don't worry, I'm going to answer all of these questions. We are doing this together. Okay, so don't worry about all of that. There are 10 people waiting. I better get going. Exactly. So get it going. I'm ready. 10x customers are coming to me tomorrow. I feel excited. And second thought is doubt. So can you see how your money temperature is in action? Can you see that? Can you see how it's acting like for each one of us? I have a hard time imagining high ticket clients. Here you go. Okay. Because it's not even letting you imagine that well. The moment you go in there, it's like, come down, where are you going? It's like, when you tell your child, don't go on the stairs. No, don't, you're going to fall. I have a 2-year-old, so I do that all the time. Don't go on the stairs. Please, don't go. Don't, stay, wait, no. That's what your money temperature does. Right? Now let's look at the clients you attract. And I'm going to do this for all those people who have jobs as well. So don't worry, we're doing it one by one. Let's look at the clients, okay? So business owners, let's look at the clients, okay? How many of you attract those clients who are like so needy and they're asking for like so much, and they're so worried about their money, and they're not respecting your boundaries, and they're like, I want more, and they're constantly criticizing, and they're over asking, they're a pain to deal with. How many of you have this experience? How many of you feel like, oh my God, with my current clients, 10xing them, oh my God, too many inquiries not saved, or too many questions, or too much, or just like, it's so hard to work with them. They don't even value my service. Like they're like constantly want more and more and more. They're trying to figure out how to get more for free. It's like 10xing of those people. I rather have 10 of those than 100 of those. No, thank you. Who is feeling that? Right? So why that is the reflection of your money temperature. What you believe to be true about attracting money. Is it hard? You will get the hardest clients. All the best. It's you have to, money runs out very quickly. You will experience that. Money is very difficult to earn. High income level is very difficult. With high money, you have to do a lot. You have to sacrifice. You will do. It's reflected in your clients, the people who work with. Whatever businesses, doesn't just apply to coaches. Whatever business you have, a construction business, you have a beautician, whatever business you have, it doesn't matter. You'll have this experience. Now let's look at pricing. Who is ready for pricing? It's like, no, let's stop there. No, I'm not stopping there. Sorry, I'm not stopping. Let's face it, the temperature. Okay, you are 3xing your price. From tomorrow, you can only charge 3 times what you're charging right now. I don't care what your business is. And for those people who have salaries, you are receiving 3x. You are going to your boss and saying, I deserve 3 times what you're paying me right now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 3 times. But you have to charge it. Not that you're imagining that you have it. You have to announce tomorrow that your price is going up by 3 times. I love that. So money temperature thing, don't even check me. Just keep going with it. No clients. Interesting. Who will buy this then? Can you see? Is it you talking? Is it you talking? It's not you, it's your money temperature. I'm not speaking to you right now. I'm speaking to your temperature, your program. Your spiritual being is saying, oh my God, feel scared. Who will buy this? So you will see the reflection. Because you believe that the moment people will be like, I can't buy this. Why? Because that's the reflection. Your money temperature is reflected to you. It's reflected in your bank account. I can find somebody else. You're too expensive. Uh-oh. Who is it? Is it you talking? I don't think it's you talking. I don't think so. It's your money temperature. They won't buy from me. See? Can't yet. Feel scared. Who is stopping you? Tell me, who is stopping you here? Did universe ever say don't charge 3 times more? Who is stopping you here? So my mind temperature is at 100 below zero. Awareness is the start of change. Exactly. Exactly. If I say to you, it's so tempting to say, give me the affirmation so I can just change everything. Just, Anam, just give me the affirmation. Tell me my perfect 10 affirmations. You know what? If I do that, nothing's going to change. That's why affirmations don't work. Because when you are saying, I am a millionaire, there is this inner voice saying, no, you're not. And that's your money temperature again. Okay, so when you give your affirmation, you think the opposite and you manifest the opposite. It doesn't matter what you're saying, it's what you're vibrating at. And when you start to have that dip, that's your vibration. You feel it, you know it. Okay, so for those who are in a job, how many of you are being criticized by your boss all the time? It's like, I'll never get promoted. How many of you are like, I'm not feeling seen, I'm not feeling heard? It's very mouthy. So, oh my God, it's so mouthy. It picks a fight with you. It's like, it's like a 7-year-old within you. It screams at you. It's like, pick me up. Don't leave me. Don't ignore me. Can you hear me? It's like that. It's very, very mouthy. It's very mouthy. I love this, Ellie. I love this awareness. Okay. So how many of you are feeling like, I'm not seen at my work. I'm criticized all the time. I feel like I can't shine my light. I'm constantly dimming my light. This is your money temperature again. What if for those people who are in a job, I'm overworked, underpaid. What if those people on a job, if I say to you, get a job where you get 5-time promotion, like not even 1, 2, 3, 4, but 5th promotion. What will you say? How? Exactly. How means you're not in harmony. So you're saying conscious mind, how? Conscious, like, I don't know. I don't even know how to pick something from the floor. Can we let it all be easy? Yes. Once you change your mind temperature, it's natural. I love the word natural. This is who I am. This is not what I'm trying. This is who I am. Like when I became a mother, when I saw my baby and when I became a mother, I was like, all of a sudden I just took on that role and that's how I became. What is my strategy? What is your strategy to be a parent for those who have kids? Have you got a strategy paper? I think parenting is the hardest job on the planet. Where's your strategy? Show me the paper. Show me your 200 pages strategy of being a parent. How did you do it? Naturally. I just one day I woke up and I was a parent. And since then I haven't slept. That's me, by the way. Because I have four. So it's definitely who I. So when you become it, this is who you are. What is it? Where's the strategy? This is who you are. That's what you do. Why is it that before I couldn't wake up even if you beat drums at my ear, and now when somebody like literally sneezes, I'm up in the middle of the night. What happened? Because I'm a mother. That's what a mother does. I'm a successful entrepreneur. That's what a successful entrepreneur does. That's the identity. That's the temperature. That's what who you are. But affirmations can't do that. So we are not going in the affirmation. Don't ask me for affirmation. I know I'll start seeing the messages. And give me the affirmation. No, we don't do it like that. Affirmations don't change. Affirmation is for conscious mind. Conscious doesn't even know how to pick up a pen. We just figured that out, right? So now I want to do one more. Okay. I want you to check your bank account in your mind. Whatever way you check it. See the number, the current number, not your visualizing. Current number. What did you feel? And which part of the body you felt that? Did you feel a dip like, what did you feel? Instant contraction in my head and heart. Felt weak. Stress. That's your money temperature. Money is responding to your frequency. And you just experienced your frequency, forehead, lungs, all of these things. That's your frequency. Your body is the greatest piece telling you everything. Do we listen to our bodies? No. It's telling you everything. Tightness in my throat. We're going to go deeper into what part of body says what. Don't worry. We're going to do deeper tomorrow. Okay. So now I want you to think of, let's say we went out and you forgot your water bottle. And you went to the shop and you spent $10 for the water bottle because of a very posh place. How did you feel? Or you bought your favorite dress. Ew. Oh, interesting. You bought your favorite dress, but it was a bit pricey than you would normally pay. How did you feel? Or you bought something you really liked, or you paid for grocery. How did you feel? How do you feel when you spend money? No problem there. I love that. I need that. It's okay. I'll make double tomorrow. Unsure. I needed that. Okay. Unsure. Privileged. Please go. Scared. Okay. Even when you say I needed that, look, you're justifying to yourself. I needed that. I bought it and felt good. Feel good, but secretly worried. Don't really have money to pay bill. Yeah. So this is such an important point, okay? When you're spending money, money is not like a candy that if you eat one, you will have only few left. Money is like when you spend money, you have an attraction point. What do you feel while spending money? Money responds to that. So when you spend money and you're regretting, you're like, why did I buy that dress? I shouldn't have done it. More money will leave. When the car breaks down, or when you see your electric bill, yeah, I just have enough. Yeah. When you see that electric bill and you are like, oh my God, it's $300 or whatever. Oh my God, it's so expensive. Money is responding to that frequency. It's your money temperature. So can you see the different aspects of your money temperature? We went one layer deeper. Can you see? I love that in gray. I love that. So now what we want to understand is that we have peeled two layers. First, what is your exact money temperature, right? And then how it controls you. And you saw it in action. It's very mouthy. Ellie said, it's like a 7-year-old screaming, pick me up. Don't leave me alone. Listen to me. Don't you dare. And you could see, like, it's not that the universe or God is delaying your manifestation. It's there. It's already here. It's literally here. If it wasn't here, you couldn't have imagined it. You cannot imagine anything that doesn't exist right now. When you imagine something, you get on that frequency, on that dimension. So it's happening right now. That's why you imagined it. You can't imagine anything. Your neighbor can't imagine anything. Your neighbor can't imagine anything that doesn't exist. So anything you can imagine already exists. Otherwise, you couldn't have imagined it. So it's already here. Who is stopping it? So money temperature. And you saw it in action. So what we want to do now that you're really clear on that, I would love for you to answer a few questions from homework before tomorrow's session. Tomorrow's session will be same link, same time. But before that, I really want you to go deeper in your money temperature. So there is a questionnaire I made, which is very, very like thought through and very like perfected questionnaire, which we have done over a long period of time. So I want you to really answer those questions and answer what is your money temperature at a more deeper level. So all the things we discussed, it will really go deeper into that. And once you have gone at that depth, I'm going to peel the third layer off and I'm going to blow your mind even more. If your mind was blown, wait for tomorrow and see what's going to happen. You'll see crazy things and you'll be like, oh my God. You will connect the things like crazy. Not only that, tomorrow I will share with you how to increase your money temperature. What are the exact steps that I've perfected over my lifetime because I'm obsessed with it. My belief is, even if you don't understand law of attraction, please don't, because that's universe's co-creation. You just get your temperature right. Everything will work for you. Law of attraction doesn't care if you understand it or not, because it works anyway. When you didn't know law of gravity, you jump off the building, you still fall and get hurt equally like anybody who does know. So let's not worry about the universe's work. Let's get aligned. Let's get the temperature right. So tomorrow I'm going to share with you exact steps, which I worked with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. So many of my clients who have literally turned their annual income, gone from like 5K to 50K. So many of those examples, like it's so interesting how it works. And the most beautiful part is you can do it for your relationship, for your health, anything. It all works the same way. You have a health temperature, you have a relationship temperature, you have a everything temperature, everything. How other people react to you. If you feel like I constantly get scammed, you have a scam temperature. Literally, you get scammed. That's your temperature. That's your energetic point. It's like you're going with a magnet saying, please scam me. That's who I am. It's not written like that, but you have a temperature. You have an attraction point. If people don't respect you that way, you have a temperature. Everything has a temperature. I want to stick to money, but once you get this, you get it for everything. Okay, but I really want to stick to money. So tomorrow we're going to peel off the third layer when you'll be like, oh my God. So we are going to go so deep now. You're going to really connect everything from your onset, like when you opened your eyes, like, and your eyes will be wide open again. And then we're going to really talk about how to change it. Because now when I tell you how to change it, it will really land. If I told you before, it wouldn't have landed. Okay? Yes, I'm perfect. I get money all the time. Yes, exactly. Yes, tomorrow will be recorded as well. Today is also recorded. We're going to post it everywhere. We're going to send you replays. And I'm going to send you the questionnaire. I'm going to quickly just read a couple of things from the questionnaire so that give you a bit of idea. So when you're saying there's first one is I am a man/woman who, right? Now, when you're saying that, I want not to write like, who is this year old? Who does this? I have these many kids. I want you to go deeper. I want you to go really deep. Like, what do you think about you? Who are you? Like, when you say, I'm a night owl, I'm a very hardworking person. I feel I procrastinate a lot. I feel I'm really good with money. I want you to go really deep. I don't care about your hair color. I mean, because you're so beautiful anyway. So I don't care what hair color you have. I don't care about your eye color because you're so beautiful. What I want to know is, how do you really see you? How do you really, really, really see you? Okay. So go deep as you can. Do I consider myself rich, moderately rich, or middle class? This middle class is a big syndrome. So many of my clients, when we worked on peeling off this identity, their income just shot up. Middle class is a big syndrome, guys. It's a very big syndrome. So I haven't said, do I consider myself abundant? Because I know that will pass through. I said, do I consider myself rich? I'm using the word rich because I unapologetically talk about money all day long. It's my calling, it's my obsession. I love it. Do you feel the same? Or you're like, why is she all about money? Like, why this person is all about money? Rich. What does it feel? What feelings does it activate? Would you rather use abundant? Why? Keep an eye on these things, right? Do I consider myself rich, moderately rich, middle class? What do my friends, partner, colleagues, children, other people think of me and my success? I don't want you to go and ask them. I want you to write what you think they think, because actually what you think they think is actually what you think about you. So don't go and ask your partner, because if your partner is in a bad mood, he or she might say, oh, if they're in a good mood, so you won't get the right answer. What do you think they think is what you think? Literally. Okay. And then what do I really think of me in all aspects of my life? Do you feel like you're behind? Do you feel like it's taking too long? Do you feel it's slow? Do you feel like you're doing fast? You feel like you're not there where you want to be? You feel stuck at time? What is it in all aspects of your life? Okay. What are your biggest fears? What are your strengths? Why do you panic? Where do you criticize yourself? This is so important. Do you feel like you're not doing enough? If you feel like that, you will love tomorrow's session so much, because this was my syndrome forever. I don't do enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. I should be doing more. I should be doing more. Okay. What part of life and circumstances put me on a vibe of lack? What are the patterns? Do you get up and feel that? When do you feel that? Because when you feel it, it's a habitual memorized behavior. I get up and first thing I feel is like, first thing I think about my problems. When I'm brushing my teeth, when I'm looking at my mirror, this is all habitual, guys. This is remembering. Your body remembers it. It's when I talk about money and manifesting, I don't talk about mindset. I talk about identity, because it's not even a mindset issue. That's why visualizations and affirmation, these things are not working, because it's not mindset, it's identity. It's gone from conscious, subconscious to unconscious. So all the subconscious program that you have been controlled with, now it's in your body. That's why when I said, you said, I feel this in my heart, I feel this in my throat, I feel it in my stomach. If I ask you right now, what is the feeling of like money running out and lack? Feel it like money's running out. Won't be enough by the end of the month. Money's running out. How does it feel? You feel it in your body. Why? It's not running out. Why are you feeling it? Because it's stored. It's stored. So when we go from conscious to subconscious to unconscious, memorized vibration, memorized feeling, activating a vibration. So it might be you're driving and you are every day you're getting angry at the traffic, and then every time your body's like, let's get angry, it's time to be angry. 10 o'clock, let's get angry, let's scream at other people. 11 o'clock, let's think about money and the bills. So you can observe yourself and say, how my behavior is so timed. It's timed like clock, right? And then earning money is what? What is earning money? Easy, hard, effortless, good. Being very honest with yourself, okay? Because we're going to change all of that. So the more you become honest and clear and write everything out, the more we will change. If you're like, oh, no, let me just switch that thought because I don't want to even write it. Okay, then I can't change it. I can't help you change it. Because you just switched it. Let's get the car checked, guys, please. Let's not ignore the warning sign. What do I think of rich people? First of all, when I say that, do you identify yourself as rich people? Or you say they? If that's they, then you are not them. Yes, I'll send the questionnaire through email straight away. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Let me see if I can send even on chat. Okay, when do you check your bank account? How do you feel? What would you do if you could never fail? What are your patterns that are keeping money away from you? What does luxury mean to you? So if you go to Chanel store today and they ask you, what do you want? What would you say? No. I'm just here. I just came with my friend. It's not me. Would you say that? You say, yeah, I like this purse. Or if you're saying I'm not into brands, it's fine. What like just looking at like abundant things, like things with big price tags, what do you feel about them? Oh, they're ripping us off. They're those idiots, rich people. Is it that? What is it? Okay. And then we have What does the conversations about money make me feel? Is it a delight? Like, I love talking about money? Oh no, I'm not all about money. It's abundance. It's the abundance of trees and plants and flowers, but not money. Do you want money or not? Do you want trees and plants and flowers, or do you want money? If you want money, let's talk about money. If you want trees and plants and flower, you can go out and have it. I'm talking about money. Okay. How was money when I was little, and what patterns are repeating? Because you memorize those things. When your mother used to feel that fear, don't you feel it? Don't you feel the same? Where is it coming from? Is it because she felt it and you just picked the language like you picked your native language? Isn't that happening? It's just the language that you learned. It's running your show. Shame actually because I don't feel I can afford to buy it all the time. Exactly. So what an ugly feeling. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So that is keeping money away. Okay. How do I feel when I go to posh environments? Like sitting in a hotel or be going to Rolex shop. Like these watches, like I can buy a whole house for that price. Like, why are they doing that? Who buys these things? Why are they pricing so high? It's not even a good. One of my clients used to say it's not a good value for money, and we changed that paradigm. We don't say value for money. We say I desire this. Full stop. Yeah. So all those things, I really want you to like sit with those questions and really ask yourself, like really go there with them, because the work we have done today, it really solidify all of that. So you would love that. Like it's almost like you'll see another level of reflection. Okay. Need to spend, scared of money, need to spend. Yeah. Yeah. This is another one. It's another one. So let's really, and even like, how does money feel to you? How does receiving and circulating and receiving and all those things feel to you? And also notice where it shows in your body. Okay. If you start to feel these sensations while doing the answers, just note that, because I'm going to connect the body with all of that, because body is a huge piece. It's the greatest guide that you have. Okay. So I'll see you tomorrow, same link, same time tomorrow. Okay. And we are going to uncover the third piece and how to change the temperature. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Take care. Thank you. Bye. See you tomorrow.